Humans have always looked up. They saw the big night sky, stars twinkled far away, the moon changed its shape. People wondered about these lights. What were they? Where were they? Space seemed like a giant puzzle. It was a beautiful mystery above us. Many stories tried to explain it all. Ancient people were curious astronomers. What exactly is this thing we call space? It is the vast area beyond our Earth. It is where all the planets are. It is where distant stars shine. Most of space is very, very empty, but it is not completely empty, of course. There are tiny bits of dust floating around. There are also clouds of gas. It is a place of wonder and exploration, and there is so much we still need to learn. Understanding space is really important. It helps us understand our own planet, Earth. It tells us about the whole universe. We learn how everything might have started. We can also think about our future. Space exploration makes us ask big questions. It pushes us to invent new things. It makes us dream of new worlds. It expands our minds beyond our daily lives. It is a grand adventure for humanity. Before science gave us clear answers, people had many different ideas. Some thought the Earth was flat, like a pancake. They believed stars were just little lights, maybe fixed on a big dome above us. These ideas came from what they saw. It took brave thinkers to look closer. They used careful watching and thinking. They started to find the real secrets. The secrets of the cosmos were waiting. For a very, very long time, people believed Earth was very special. They thought Earth was the center of everything in the sky. The sun, the moon, and all the stars moved in circles around our Earth. This idea seemed to make sense. You can see the sun rise and set. This old idea was the geocentric model. Geo means Earth, and centric means center. But one man started to think differently. His name was Nicholas Copernicus. He was born in a country called Poland. This was way back in the year 1473. He was a very smart person. He studied many things, like math. He was also an astronomer, a sky watcher. He looked at the sky very carefully. He thought deeply about what he saw. He read books from thinkers long ago. Copernicus noticed some problems. The old model of the universe was tricky. It was very, very complicated to use. To explain how planets moved, it needed many circles within circles. It did not feel simple or elegant. He wondered if there was a better way, a simpler way to understand the heavens. He dared to question what everyone believed. This was a very brave thing to do then. He spent many, many years working. He worked on his new ideas quietly. He made lots of careful observations. He did many difficult calculations. He was searching for a better system, a system that made more sense. He was not trying to upset people. He was a scientist searching for truth. His quiet work would later change everything. He was looking for the universe's true design. Copernicus had a truly big idea. What if the sun was the center? What if our Earth was not special? What if Earth was just another planet? And what if Earth moved around the sun? This was a shocking thought for the time. It turned everything people knew upside down. This new idea is called the heliocentric model. Helios is an old word for the sun. So it means the sun is at the center. He wrote all about his idea in a book. The book had a long Latin name. It was called De Revolutionibus Orbium Coelestium. This means on the revolutions of the heavenly spheres. It was published around 1543. This was the year he passed away. In his book, he explained his new system. He showed how it could predict planet movements. It was a much simpler explanation than before. His math showed it could work. His model showed Earth spinning on its axis. Like a top, it turns around every day. This spinning explained why we have day and why we have night that follows. It also showed Earth orbiting the sun. This journey takes one whole year. This orbit explained the changing seasons. The other planets also orbited the sun. Suddenly, the strange paths of planets became clear and orderly in his system. Why was this idea so groundbreaking? It went against what people believed for ages. For thousands of years, Earth was the center. His idea suggested humans were not central. We were not the most important place. This was a huge shift in thinking. It took great courage to suggest this. Many people did not believe it at first. It was too different from their world. It challenged their place in the cosmos. Copernicus's amazing idea did not spread quickly. It did not become popular overnight. It took a long time for people to accept. Other scientists came after him. People like Galileo Galilei found more proof. Galileo used a new invention, the telescope. He looked at the sky with this tool. He saw things that supported Copernicus's views. Slowly, the world started to change its mind. The universe suddenly seemed much, much bigger. His work started something called a revolution. A scientific revolution, a new way of thinking. It completely changed how we see our place in the vast universe around us. We learned we are not the absolute center. We live on a small rocky planet. This planet is in a large solar system, and this solar system is in a giant galaxy. This can make us feel a bit small, but it also opens up incredible wonders. So did Nicholas Copernicus invent space? Not in the way you invent a new machine. Space, the vast expanse, was always there, but he helped us invent a new understanding. He gave us a new map of our cosmic home. He showed us that we could question old ideas, we could use our eyes and our brains. We could use math to find real answers. He was a true pioneer of modern science. He helped us see space with new eyes. The legacy of Nicholas Copernicus is immense. It is truly massive and important. He taught us to look closely at evidence. He encouraged us to think for ourselves. His courage to challenge old beliefs paved the way for countless future discoveries. Every time we gaze up at the stars and feel a sense of understanding, we owe a little thank you to him. He helped us find our real place among the stars.